me feeling like I'm academics.
Okay, let's play it entirely first. Thank you.
It's just off the dome.
Neither.
It's a lot of dome up there, so I would.
No, there's no way he remembered your birthday off top. Something else happened. He went on Twitter, saw something.
Nobody was. I was on Twitter this morning. I checked in to see who I had pissed off 2 days ago. Because you guys know I pop in Twitter and I'll just pick something to piss people off, throw a grenade and bounce.
Yeah.
Right.
And watch, and then come back 2 days later watching people argue about something I'm not paying attention to anymore.
And
It's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's my new level of troll.
I respect it because yesterday, the birthday boy, the king of Why Do You Care, did decide to respond to something related to academics. You did. I mean, you don't care
That was
as much.
yesterday, right? No, that
Yeah,
was yesterday. Yeah,
that was
in the morning.
I didn't know. You didn't say anything. I just saw it later.
Yeah, what happened?
No, I just saw people commenting on it, and the thing I got irritated about, you know me, was just that the narrative. Two things. I didn't see what you said or what he was referring to, but there was a conversation about Ebro blames firing on Drake. I was like,
what?
I don't need to hear what that is to know that's not true. I don't.
So ridiculous.
I don't have to watch that to know that's not true.
Yeah.
And then Akademiks gives the real reason on the firing, which is that our ratings were pure trash, and then that just gets me angry. The outright line.
But that's not true either.
I know. The outright just being like, I'm just going to just make something up and say it, and people believe someone.
But I wonder why he picked. Oh, I know why. Because I saw something where he was saying that he doesn't believe something about something Pusha liked or something. I forgot.
It was about
but it was about
labels
evidence.
doing something, and he said,
it was about I need evidence, and I was like, this guy's talking about evidence, and then he went on to just make up lies that he doesn't have evidence to support.
Yo, that's a great point.
Ebro, but I had to just stop it and just say this. But I'm gonna let your stuff play in totality, and I rarely ever do this. And people have all these, oh, hey, you should, when me and, I guess, Mark from Joe Budden's podcast is getting seen eye to eye, hey, Ak, you should sit down with him and debate. You guys are, no, I was good. Ebro, I think you're dead in the water. I'll toss you this life raft. I really think you're, number one, full of yourself. I think number two, it's been shown that you're just not that entertaining and you're just behind the times. I rarely do this. But I'm down, me and you, mano a mano. We could sit, not coming up to Apple, brother. You're not coming up to your rented conference room that you could act like you still have a radio show. You could come to my studio if you want to. And we could debate any topic. You don't got to send me the topics. Just sit in front of me. And I want to have that conversation with you because I used to respect you intellectually until I realized that there was so much ego and pompousness and the ability or this idea that you were this gatekeeper that no one else could really, like the culture couldn't progress with you, which it has. I'm down to sit down in front of you and you give me whatever. You could ask me whatever. If you want to talk about Drake, my relationship, I don't care what you want to talk about. I'll sit down with you. Because you're one of the people who, I used to intellectually respect you. But at this point, I just look at you as a has-been. And don't know if that piques your interest, but we could do that. And I think, come with 10 points, I think I eviscerate you all 10 points. It could be a debate. We could have a third-party person there, too. Doesn't have to be over-talking. Doesn't have to be loud mic. Everything I'm saying is rooted in actual, not only facts, but it's actually rooted in logic. What you guys are saying is coping, and I don't like that.
He needs evidence, but literally he just randomly will say, nah, they had terrible ratings. Never seen a rating.
But that's why I was like, yo, this guy needs evidence?
That's a great call. So, yeah, then he used that. But he'd been going off for a while saying different things, and we didn't give it much air. So I appreciated you.
Well,
look. I'm sorry, chat. I'm trying not to keep pausing this. They didn't give me air. Oh, we didn't give you the attention you were trying to get. Really? I do want to speak more about this ratings thing. We're gonna get to it, but I'm trying not to interject.
Look, I have to know or believe that whatever a lot of these, whether it's 50 Cent trolling other rappers, Akademiks trolling other media people, whatever it is to get that. It's algorithm hustle. It's to get the algorithm.
Well, you also got to fill
They have
time.
to know they're promoting.
And the guys who stream every day got to fill. It's a lot of show to fill.
Yeah.
To not talk about like other stuff like that. I kind of get it, you know. And we're a good target, right?
Are we?
Well, for Ak, I think we were all like. I think I really feel like it's the movie that it's like the Joker. I think there's a lot of the Joker in there. I think Ak always wanted to be accepted in the radio world, and
Maybe he'll come.
Chat, do I have to watch this fully before I respond? All right. If you guys say I can't pause it, I'll let it play, but I got to go back and pause it a lot. I'm going to just let it play, but...
I think Ak always wanted to be accepted in the radio world. And
Maybe he'll come on your new podcast. Validate me.
by the way, would be a great conversation.
Validate me.
And
Okay.
and that was well done. And rather than us accept him, we were very harshly critical of him, and I think it led to a, you know what I'm saying, to like a personal offense. So then it's all like, you're losers. No one wants to be a part of that anyway. And it's like, but he grew up a Jersey kid, DJ. Like, nah, you did kind of want to be a part of it, and it didn't go well. That's my
Well, no,
thing.
it's going well now.
Going great, but now you got to trash the thing that didn't accept you.
Well, and he also just doesn't have a social life. You know what I mean? He can't really go outside like that. I think that's sad. When I see that, he's just not. It's sad. Like, it's sad that you're like seen as like a alcoholic, degenerate loser who can't go out. Like, that hurts my feelings for you.
What?
What? No, isn't that how people see him?
All right. Guys, so
no.
what else is happening, guys?
Yeah, hey, it's Ebro's birthday, man. This is a
Thank
good
you.
start, bro.
Wait, no, but that's what people
the
say
not going
about
out-
him.
The scared to go outside thing stays. Yes, that is a definite.
No, but
thing.
people have said he's crashing out. He's drunk again. Like,
There's
that's
a lot
a
of
thing.
I've seen a lot of
Like,
crash
y'all,
out.
why are you guys acting like
no,
I'm
it
being
was
mean to the
no,
guy?
it was the straight. No, it's
not,
the.
I'm
it's
not.
the-
I just don't want to talk about this.
That's fair, but I honestly was being serious. Like, that's a narrative.
I just knew there was probably a single on Ebro as he was saying it, and he was being so deadpan serious, as if someone wouldn't be offended by what you just said. But I can't tell whether you're serious or not. Because remember, it was like the Drake thing. He was like, no, I don't know why Drake doesn't like me. All I simply said was he's a cancer. Like, sometimes it's your straight. It's, it's genius.
it's less him and more the brand.
Right. In that case, it's the brand.
And that's what I meant when I said it. I mean, obviously it ballooned into other things, but that's what I meant.
But there are a lot of people who I think are in that space of they're really psyched that they stream so well, but as a result, they can't really go outside like that.
Right.
They say a lot of things inside, and then going outside gets complicated. You know what I mean?
So yeah,
Most of
it's
these
just
streamers walk around with security now.
Isn't that crazy? So many people walk around with security. It's crazy.
I mean, listen, they go around in situations where, or say things, or they're concerned they're going to get robbed. I mean, there's a lot of things to be concerned about.
I don't know. I think they're concerned they're going to get slapped.
That's true too, but
Well,
I mean,
a famous rap group that represents New York hip hop, but neither member is from New York, once made a song about that.
which rappers group is this? Gangstar. Yeah, suckers need bodyguards.
I knew you'd get it. You're a hip hop
Yeah,
savant.
yeah, because Premier's from Houston.
Yo, Premier is a true Houstonian, and Guru's father was a minister in Boston. Legitimately the most New York rap group of all time. Neither member,
However,
New York,
no. But
moved to Brooklyn.
they got their check mark from New Yorkers.
Yes, for sure.
For the work that they put in.
Obviously, they contributed.
You didn't, and you're upset about it.
Yeah, I didn't get the.
But from
check mark.
some,
But from some, I did.
yeah.
From some, I
it's
did.
just not unanimous. It's like,
Is that it?
Oh, where'd you go? Talk about
we went to, where did we go? Like Budokan.
it.
Oh,
It was
nice.
nice. I haven't been there in, man, it feels like a decade.
I know.
Baby, you weren't enthusiastic in the lead up to it.
Right, like I wasn't like, yo, I gotta do something crazy for my 50th. I actually, for my birthday, I often end up thinking, great, man, this is awesome. And I
Are technically toys. One of them.
Okay. All right, you guys heard it in its totality. Now I'll go back and I'll give proper reaction.
People commenting on it, and the thing I got irritated about, you know me, was just that the narrative. Two things. I didn't see what you said or what he was referring to, but there was a conversation about Ebro blames firing on Drake. I was like,
What?
I don't need to hear what that is to
Bro.
know that's not true. I don't
So ridiculous.
I don't have to watch that to know that's not true.
Yeah.
And then Akademiks gives the real reason on the firing, which is that our ratings were pure trash, and then that just gets me angry. The outright line.
Why? But that's not true either.
I know the outright.
Put me in, coach. I got to drop 83 on these bum ass niggas. Ebum Rosendweeb. I'm gonna give y'all another lesson. This one was probably overdue. Show up to class on time, all right? I want to quickly read my tweets. We just heard what you said. I said y'all trying to act like maybe Drake got him fired. I said Ebro's trying to act like he got him fired. Why? Because you essentially chimed in on something about Drake running smear campaigns, something that, how would that have anything to do with you? Now, the only thing we know about you is that you lost your job. It's neither here nor there, but I want to make it very abundantly clear and start attacking points with actual facts. Let me just play this one more time.
About Ebro blames firing. I don't
ridiculous.
reason on the firing, which is that our ratings were pure trash, and then that just gets me angry. The outright line.
Why? But that's not true either.
I know the outright just being like, I'm just gonna just make something up and.
No, that's true. Ebum Rosendweeb. I want you guys to come forward to the front of the class. I want you guys to stand in the corner. I'm going to give you a fucking lesson about media. It's sad because both of y'all are about like 120 years combined. But it's all good. I'm going to still give the lesson because maybe if you don't learn, because you guys seem like you guys have some mental disability or, you know, mental handicapness, or maybe you're just like consciously stupid. If you haven't realized where the media game is when you're talking about ratings, you guys having ratings on terrestrial radio does not matter. Why? People have stopped putting on the radio in their cars. Just like people have started cord cutting and they're not watching TV on cable. Everything is digital now. The places you guys acted like you were big and bad and above. Let me give you an example, and this is why you're out of touch. And by the way, I know Ebro's not that stupid because you ran to Apple, not to another radio station. You ran to Apple, a digital outlet when it comes to media and music. You're doing a radio show that you need a phone to listen to, not the old antiquated way of listening to it in the car. You need an app. When I say you guys' ratings are trash, I want you guys to look over there at your competitor. I'm not your competitor when you guys are or were on Hot 97. Look at your competitor. Their name is Power 105. They're owned by iHeartMedia. Well, let me give you a little bit about iHeartMedia. If you thought your ratings were that good, just like I'm pretty sure if you ask any radio person, oh, our ratings are good. Why the fuck did iHeartMedia just do $1 billion deal with Netflix? They care about digital revenue because that's where everyone's going. That's where the audience is. That's where the kids are. So you tell me about your ratings, I'm going to look at you digitally. Don't tell me that, oh, no. What you don't understand is that those airwaves, Hot 97, WBFM or whatever it is, that's the call sign. It's owned by the fucking federal government. It's not even owned by MS Communication, who used to be the old owner. And the new owner, it's not owned by you. It's leased. So when you talk about ratings, remember you need to catch up. But you guys seem too old and too slow to catch up. So I'm going to catch you up and catch the audience up. These companies that own these radio stations, they look at themselves not just a radio station, because here's the thing, and this is why you got fired. Any schlub could be put in your position and get about the same audience. Why? People listen to the radio not for y'all, but because out of necessity, if they still listen to the radio. So they didn't need to pay y'all all that money. Y'all weren't talent. If they're going to listen to Hot 97 during their commute to work, they're going to listen to Hot 97. They're not going to listen for Ebro. There's no significance there. Even, and I'll talk about this other bum who's up there now, Miro. I'm pretty sure his ratings ain't that bad for what people listen to in the car. Because if people have a habit of turning to Hot 97, they will. Let me tell you why you got fired. You got fired because iHeart was working on $1 billion deal for Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne the God and the Breakfast Club was doing 50 million views a month on YouTube. Digitally, they saw that streaming. And this is why y'all got fired. Why do I have to tell you this? You got fired from a radio station because even radio stations care about streaming. Dummy. It's a reason why iHeart said to Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club, we're going to license y'all to Netflix for streaming. We see the 50 million a month. Views, every clip going crazy. Bring those people to Netflix. $1 billion play. When you guys were on Hot 97, there was no deal that could be available like that. You think these billionaires don't talk to each other? Hey, what y'all got going over at iHeart? Oh, we about to bring the Breakfast Club and killing on YouTube and killing it in streaming. We're about to bring them to a streaming platform that streams movies, but we're going to be the only radio show / podcast over there. What? We're going to do it. Do you think Hot 97 was ever considered to go to Netflix? While you might keep saying the culture shit, you realize the person who owns the Breakfast Club, well, the person who owns Hot 97 Morning Show, they want to make more money. They wanted to make more money. So essentially, you guys did get canceled for ratings. I know you want to make up some other reason like, oh, it's your political beliefs. No, it's not. Because if you guys were absolutely smashing it, doing Joe Rogan numbers on YouTube and in the streaming world and ranked number one among, repurposed audio podcasts and your show is just number one, you would not get fired. You guys got fired because this is where media is. And listen up to all the fucking old fucks at all these radio stations. Your radio station don't think you're valuable because they think at this point, whoever is going to keep playing the radio is going to keep playing their station. They're looking for new revenue, which comes through streaming. Here's the sad reality about it. When you put Rosendweeb and Ebum on something, no one watches it. No one. By the way, I'm not even, they think I got some personal gripe or personal axe to grind. I'm saying the same thing about this other loser. Hey, you see, everybody was dick riding because he's friends with half of these bum ass niggas in media in the industry. Oh, it's so good that Miro got the job for Hot 97. Let me show you Hot 97 views. They're abysmal. He's gonna get fired too. They put out a show and 1,000 people watch. Traplo Ross suns their entire channel. Just look at their videos. 4 hours and 258 views. Just look at all this. They spent 12 minutes talking about Angela Simmons and got 860 views. I want to put this in perspective. The company is actually mapping this out. You couldn't get 1,000 views, my nigga? So your content made us $2? $1.99? 54 cents? Yes, you're going to get fired, buddy. They probably guaranteed you a year, but you're going to get fired too. I seen he was talking slick about me. I see he ain't come back. Hot 97, this is not the 80s, 90s, or even early 2000s. They're not hiring y'all to get radio ratings up. At this point, if you like listening to Hot 97, you're going to listen to Hot 97. If you like listening to Power 5, you're going to listen to Power 5. They're thinking about streaming, dummy. And look at these views. Just look at them. He puts out, the bum-ass thing in Mirror puts out a show every day. 500 views. 400 views. By the way, Ebro, Rosendweeb, y'all views were like that too. That's why you got let go. He's going to get let go. I'm telling you, it's not personal. It's strictly business. Let me tell you this, man, because I've been there, and see, y'all niggas don't take accountability. When me and Joe was on that motherfucking thing, me and Joe knew, hey, we're adding my audience, the chat niggas, we're adding to the JBP gang. Yo, we need to be throwing up 300 daily. Facts. 300. After Joe left, my job was to at least throw up 100. Hey, Wayno's new. He ain't got fully, like, he's getting his feet under him. Act. This is your show. You got to carry. Throw up 100. These boys is doing 300 views. When I say 100, I'm talking about 100,000. These boys are doing 300 views, 500 views. This is real. The boy bought Juvenile. Matter of fact, look at this. And this is why I said, yo, all them niggas, they all end up falling. Juvenile, let me see, Juvenile. Look, give me a second. Juvenile went up there. Nobody even knew that the nigga did an interview. Nobody knew. Because Miro is irrelevant. Ebum is irrelevant. Rosendweeb is super irrelevant. And what happens here, I get Juvenile's PR people hitting me up like, yo, Ak, you want to do it now? No, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I could just talk about myself. I'm straight. I don't even need to interview Juvenile. Because when y'all keep going to these platforms first, y'all going to learn a lesson. I'm good. You went to Hot 97 and you got 5,000 views. Good job. Now, it's nothing against Juvenile particularly. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is that radio stations and the entities that own them want to go into streaming. So when you hear a bum like Ebro and Rosendweeb, Rosendweeb, just to let you know, buddy, just to let you know, you got fired from that job at Hot 97. You know where your other job is? At WWE. You know what WWE did? They signed a deal with Netflix too. They're streaming their content. They signed a deal with a streamer. So when you guys talk about ratings, I'm talking about, could you pull a crowd digitally? Streaming. That's where the game is. Your new employer is all about streaming. You're just not the main guy there. Who gives a fuck? People gonna watch WWE regardless. But when y'all say, oh, ratings were good, stop lying to the people and stop lying to yourselves. Media has transformed into a streaming empire where now if you could have a great show on radio, but if it doesn't stream, most of these places saying, we put 40 years of investments in this radio station anyway. We just need somebody to stream. So that's why you got fired. Those low views, 600 views, 723 views. You got fired for that, brother. I'm sorry. You notice that y'all got fired while Charlamagne got a raise, right? Do y'all realize y'all got fired while Charlamagne got a raise? Y'all are in the same industry. We're using the same metrics. We're not doing much more. Y'all got fired. Charlamagne got a raise. Why? Charlamagne digitally appealed to the next frontier of radio, which is streaming. Y'all digitally do not appeal to nobody but the unemployment line. And that's why you're standing there. So you tell me what I lied about. If you think people are thinking about radio ratings, no. They're thinking about, like, people don't even listen to radio no more.
And say it and people believe someone.
But I wonder why he picked. Yeah, oh, I know why. Because I saw something where he was saying that he doesn't believe something about something Pusha liked or something. I forgot.
It was about
but it was
labels
about evidence.
doing something, and he said,
it was about I need evidence, and I was like, this guy's talking about evidence, and then he went on to just make up lies that he doesn't have evidence to support.
Yo, that's a great point. He needs evidence, but literally he just randomly will say, nah, they had terrible ratings.
But
Never seen a rating.
But that's why I was like,
I want to clarify again. If y'all keep thinking ratings are FM ratings, which is measured by Nielsen Now Luminate, I want to let you know this is why you're failing. When I say ratings, He said, you guys can't get nobody to fuck with you. And we're in a digital streaming era. And y'all looking goofy.
Like, yo, this guy needs evidence?
That's a great call. So yeah, then he used that, but he'd been going off for a while saying different things, and we didn't give it much air. So I appreciated you.
Well, look,
responding.
I have to know, or believe that whatever a lot of these, whether it's 50 Cent trolling other rappers, Akademiks trolling other media people, whatever it is, it's to get that. It's algorithm hustle. It's to get that.
Yo, Ebro is so like hypocritical. Ebro, at the end of the day, there's nothing I feel like you're doing that. We only talk about you when you talk about Drake or you're hating on media. Nobody's ever said, yo, what does Ebro think about? I mean, I would say NBA Youngboy, but nothing. If he's not fully like in the bucket of I'm hating, like we don't really care about his opinion.
Algorithm.
Well, you also got to fill
They have
time.
to know they're promoting.
And the guys who stream every day got to fill. It's a lot of show to fill.
Yeah.
To not talk about like other stuff like that. I kind of get it, you know. And we're a good target, right?
Are we?
Well, for Ak, I think we were all like. I think I really feel like it's the movie that it's like the Joker. I think there's a lot of the Joker in there. I think Ak always wanted to be accepted in the radio world. And
Maybe he'll come on your new podcast. Validate me.
by the way, would be a great conversation.
Validate me.
And
Rosenbum, I would never come on your podcast. That's a fact. By the way, if I'm saying anything I'm lying about, I want, we could get to some proof. When I was at Complex, they offered me money to be on your show. I said no. You were the only person they offered me money to be on a show. They would be like, hey, you want to do sneaker shopping? Cool, I'll do it. You want to do this? Nah, I don't want to do it, but whatever. They offered me money to be on your show. I just want to be very clear. They offered me money and I still turned it down. Okay?
Other rappers, Akademiks trolling other. Get that.
it's a lot of show to fill.
Yeah.
To not talk about like other stuff like that. I kind of get it, you know. And we're a good target, right?
Are we?
Well, for Ak, I think we were all like.
Oh.
I think we.
Oh, the point was he was saying I want to be accepted. I don't know how you could come to that conclusion. Yo, this shit's kind of like so frustrating for me to even talk about. Because I feel like I've just cooked these niggas too much. Bro, what do you mean I'm trying to be at y'all table? Dog, I went to Complex. You had to come to Complex, my nigga. Like, why do you think that I'm trying to be accepted by y'all? What?
I really feel like it's the movie that it's like the Joker. I think there's a lot of the Joker in there. I think Ak always wanted to be accepted in the radio world. And
Maybe he'll come on your new podcast. Validate me.
by the way, would be a great conversation.
Validate me.
And
Okay.
and that was well done. And rather than us accept him, we were very harshly critical of him. And I think it led to you know what I'm saying? To like a personal offense. So then it's all like, you're losers. No one wants to be a part of that anyway. And it's like, but he grew up a Jersey kid, DJ. Like, nah, you did kind of want to be a part of it. And it did.
No, of course I wanted to be part of radio. He's trying to make it seem like I want to be with him. No, I didn't want radio because I thought that was the pinnacle until I realized what I was doing was the pinnacle, which was putting up videos on YouTube. So I don't particularly feel rejected at all. If anything, I feel the opposite. I feel like I'm rejecting y'all. Because I feel like when it comes to the internet way of doing media, these independent media companies, I've laid brick by brick. So it's not that I want to be cool with y'all. It's that I like to point out that you were the guys that every time I built something up, you would throw a stone trying to break it down. But now you're here. So you're going to bow down and pay homage as you should. Not just to me, but to everybody who's been doing it.
Didn't go well. That's
Well,
my
no,
theory.
it's going well now.
Going great. But now you got to trash the thing that didn't accept you.
Well, and he also just doesn't have a social life. You know what I mean? He can't really go outside like that. I think that's sad when I see that. Like,
Ebro, I just need you to stop lying, bro. Like, I mean, I can say the worst things about you. Yo, Ebro, Nigga, you saw me at that Barclays Center, nigga. And that time I didn't have security with me. I had a bunch of people with me, but like, nigga, bro, you saw me. That's not outside to you. I hate this idea when people try to bait. Like, they think I'm like a dumb rapper, though. Oh, he just don't be outside. You're not outside until you get beat up. You know that, right? That's according to these guys. When they can't beat you, they hope somebody else beats you or beats you up. Oh, he's never outside, but he goes constantly to the place with 20,000 people at. Oh, he's never outside. Like, outside where? Now, it's not a flex to be like, oh, I'm just like some reckless guy or whatever, but Ebro, you literally saw me, looked me in my eye, and say, what up? But you get on here and say, you've never, oh, I'm not outside. Whatever, bro. This is.
Like, he's just not. It's sad. Like, it's sad that you're, like, seen as, like, a alcoholic, degenerate loser who can't go out. Like, that hurts my feelings for you.
I go wherever I want to go. This is where, like, you know, a weakling like him is trying to, like, trick me out, you know, not my position, but, like, trick me into reacting the way he wants me to react. Like, nah, nigga, where you think I can't go? Chat, if y'all think that I'm not going to everywhere I want to go, whatever, but.
What?
No, isn't that how people see him?
All right. Guys,
no.
what else is happening, guys?
Yeah, hey, it's Ebro's birthday, man. This is a
Thank
good
you.
start, bro.
Wait, no, but that's what people
the
say
not going
about
out,
him.
The scared to go outside thing stays. Yes, that is a definite.
No, but
thing.
people have said he's
It's not true. You know why I started crashing out on this nigga? He was talking slick about me. I don't fuck with him. He gets hired by Complex. I'm in the green room, the big green room for Everyday Struggle. I'm walking. I think I was about to walk to my car because we were the first show that I filmed. Bro, I seen the dude. I ignored him. Bro, I can't really dap you up and act fake cool with you when, like, you're online talking crazy about me. So I didn't say nothing to him. He ran online and said, oh, I seen Akademiks. He was mad. Yo, I think he's mad soft or he's like mad scary or some shit. I challenged him to a boxing match afterwards. He DM'd me saying he doesn't want to do it. Bro, I don't know, man. I just can't win versus these niggas, man.
crashing out. He's drunk again. Like,
There's
that's
a lot
a
of
thing.
I've seen a lot of crash
Like,
out.
why are you guys acting like I'm being mean to the guy?
No, it was the straight. No,
It's
it's
not,
the.
I'm not. I just don't want to talk about this.
That's fair, but I honestly was being serious. Like, that's a narrative.
I just knew there was probably a single on Ebro as he was saying it, and he was being so deadpan serious as if someone wouldn't be offended by what you just said. But I can't tell whether you're serious or not. Because remember, it was like the Drake thing. He was like, no, I don't know why Drake doesn't like me. All I simply said was he's a cancer. Like, sometimes it's your straight.
It's less him and more the brand.
Right. In that case, it's the brand.
And that's what I meant when I said it. I mean, obviously it ballooned into other things, but that's what I meant.
But there are a lot of people who I think are in that space of they're really psyched that they stream so well, but as a result, they can't really go outside like that.
Right.
They say a lot of things inside, and then going outside gets complicated. You know what I mean?
So yeah,
Most of these streamers walk around with security now.
Isn't that crazy? You have so many people walking around with security. It's crazy.
Yo, chat, this is why you can't try to please or like go back and forth with people. This is a narrative. Because nobody never beats you up, you don't go outside. The day you get beat up, they're gonna say it's the first day you went outside. Come on, dog. Like, the day you get beat up, it's gonna be like, yeah, I told you he don't be outside. This is the first time he came outside, and look what happened.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they go around in situations where, you know, or say things, or they're concerned they're going to get robbed. I mean, there's a lot of things to be concerned about.
I don't know. I think they're concerned they're going to get slapped.
That's true, too, but...
Well, a famous rap group that represents New York hip-hop, but neither member is from New York, once made a song about that.
Which rappers group is this? Gangstar. Yeah, suckers need bodyguards.
I knew you'd get
It's like rap trivia. I don't think they talking about me with that. Every rapper has security. Lil Baby, Meek Mill, Lil Durk. Everybody has security, man. Fuck out of here. I don't like. I'm trying to like drum up something in me to like really go at these guys, but I'm like, they're saying the same shit. Maybe y'all could say something in the comments I could go off on, because I feel like these guys are coping. Or like y'all ask me like contentious questions that I could be like, oh, I've never cleared that up. Like I thought I would, like, other than giving them the business sense that, look up, dummy, iHeart, who owns Power 105, just did a streaming deal on Netflix for $1 billion. Yes, that's why you fucking got fired. Because your company can't do a streaming deal because your views suck. Your ratings suck. That's ratings too. All right. I mean, I'm not gonna drag it anymore.